welcome back to the channel. I'm going to jump ahead of the last pumpkin beer and try one of the ones from the most recent grocery run because it was back-to-back pumpkin when we were doing the pumpkin, and then those two were kind of a surprise. So I'm breaking it up a little bit. I do have a review for the headless heron, which will be up tomorrow. I will upload that one tomorrow. And then, yeah, that'd be Sunday. And then this one will go up probably after Tea in Pajamas. I have one more tea from Personalities to do a Tea in Pajamas of, and I do need to get some more tea. I ended up getting some supplements and stuff that I needed, so I'll have to do the math and see how much tea I can buy. So I apologize for not having a Tea in Pajamas every week like we used to. It's just more a matter of when I can get the tea. Speaking of tea, before we get into the beer, it's been a crazy day. I went into work thinking I was going to have my normal shift and ended up not having to work until noon. So I had to put in paid time off for half the day and sit in the back in the break room. I did a little bit of shopping while I was waiting, so I guess it was not too bad. Made like a hobbit and had second breakfast because I didn't get a lunch today. And then this afternoon we had a tour bus of 300 Chicago Bear fans. Talk about nuts. It was like a party in the self-checkouts. It was insane. So I'm just glad to have that all over and just be here to relax. And yes, it's my birthday. I'm not making a big deal anymore because, well, when you get older, it kind of isn't like what it used to be. But I am doing a beer review, maybe two, which will be uploaded obviously at separate times. But today we're doing this one first. This is Central Waters Brewing Company Brew House Coffee Stout. A coffee lover's delight. A wonderful stout infused with coffee that's specially roasted for us by Emmy J's in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Brewed and canned in Amherst, Wisconsin, which is where Central Waters Brewing is located. And this is a 12-ounce can, and I'm looking for the ABV. All right. Another one that doesn't list it. Seriously, people, you need to do that. But we're going to assume it's between 5 and 7. And if I remember, I didn't remember with the headless heron. I think the headless heron did say on the can. This one I have to remember to do the homework. When I do the upload and put it in the description, and if I forget to do it then, I will add it to the comments, which I do occasionally. So basically, plan A is if it's on the can or bottle, I can tell you immediately. Plan B is put it in the description. Plan C, occasionally forgetting that, I put it in the comments. So at some point you will find out the ABV on this beer. And it's nice when it's a coffee beer that they give credit to the coffee shop or roaster that made the coffee. And I love a good coffee stout. Look at that color. My nose is kind of stuffed up because my nose is also in sensory overload right now. I can get the faint whiff of coffee, not as much as I would if my sinuses were actually working properly. Every coffee stout has a different flavor to it depending on the coffee roaster. This one's kind of smooth and creamy. Girls, chill out. And I'm also getting strong malt notes as well. The malt is mixing well with the coffee, which might be another reason why it feels creamy or tastes creamy. And I'm getting a little hoppiness at the end. Yeah, and it's also slightly sweet, which again could be from the malt, probably. So, what are my thoughts? It's a smooth, creamy coffee flavor with strong hints of malt and some sweetness and a little bit of hoppiness at the end. I'm not sure what I would pair it with, but I'm thinking something that would complement it and pair well. I'm thinking dark chocolate, maybe? Yeah, I think chocolate would complement this nicely. And maybe a milk chocolate. I'm not sure what fruits I would pair it with. Mm, definitely not strawberry. That would clash. Mm, raspberry, maybe, maybe orange. Just guessing. Something spicy? Maybe carrot cake, spice cake? Again, I'm just casting. Yeah, oh, oatmeal cookies. Anything that's not terribly sweet. Something with a hint of sweetness to it. Yeah, like I said, raspberries, dark chocolate, orange, milk chocolate, because that would bring something like a milk chocolate would bring out the sweet notes that I'm getting from the malt. But I'm just guessing. I'm not a gourmand, and I'm not a professional beer reviewer. I can't give you perfect suggestions as to what to pair it with. I have some cheese that I bought at festival that's covered in espresso. That might be good with that. You never know. Maybe cheese. Maybe cheese too. Anyway, should we try that? Eh, hang on. Okay, we're back. And of course, I did not save the label on this cheese. This is that Italian cheese from Festival. I believe it was Italian. I should have saved the label, but no, my silly self did not. I'll take a bite. This is that cheese with the espresso and coffee stout. Nice. Perfect. Only lost sharp. Sweetie, that has coffee. You can't have that. So there you have it. Central Waters Brewing Company Brew House Coffee Stout. Is it a hit? Definitely. Would I buy it again? Probably, if I remember. So if you have access to beers by Central Waters Brewing Company, that's sharp. Give them a try. And honey, anyway, if you like this video and the other videos when you see them, please give them a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, hit the bell once. No, if you want notifications as to the shenanigans that will ensue in this place between myself and two cats and whatever happens to come to mind that I think you guys might be interested in, hit the bell a second time. And did I mention commenting? Like I said, it's been a busy day. Feel free to comment, but keep it civil. And as always, if you're having a drink, if you're going to imbibe and bite the fruit of the vine or the beer, please drink responsibly. Give the designated Dracula a chance to take a turn if they wish. And remember your 100 SPF and your large parasol if you are a vampire. And please always remember to look out for the cryptids, the shapeshifters, and the other wonderful beasts and monsters that are out there right now that need protection. And again, please let them know that they are respected and protected and loved. And if they need a family, please be their family. Let's let them know we have their back, because they deserve to be their magical selves, just like everyone else does. So I'm going to let you all go. I shall see you in the next video, which will be wibbly wobbly, timey stuff. Trying not to get copyright there. Will be headless heron. And then this will come later. And there will be pumpkin spice veneration in the future as well. So stay tuned for those, as well as another Team Pajamas. And maybe some coasters whenever they get here. I think I accidentally ordered twice. So stay tuned for that. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye now. Stay safe.